Ah, man. Gee, I could have not explained it any better. You literally just put it into the perfect words. And Mzansi, the excitement is palpable. It is going to be a Met to remember because the World Sports Betting Cape Town MET is South Africa's most glamorous Met, and one that I know is going to be not just about the horse racing, but also about the fashion. But then you know that we need to understand what goes into actually making champion horses, right? So this is why Carishma has done the things that needed to be done, and she visited Crawford Horse Racing. And this is exactly where we get to know just what goes into what is going to be happening tomorrow, the spectacle that will be horse racing. Check this out.
The World Sports Betting Cape Town MET set for January 25th is one of South Africa's most prestigious horse races, with a blend of racing, fashion and entertainment. Today we shine a spotlight on the dedicated team at Crawford Racing, who invest months of meticulous training in preparing their horses for this prestigious event. What goes into training a championship horse?
It really comes down to fine details at the end of the day. Group ones, you can't really have any room for error. Your preparation into the races needs to be flawless. Can't have any soundness issues. Really got to get them 110% at the right time for those kind of big races. So championship horses, in my opinion, they've always got the ability. They know what it takes and they know what they need to do at the end of the day. So it really comes down to the fine margins as a trainer of just getting absolutely everything of your horse on the day.
With Oriental Charm at barrier 3 and Zapatias at barrier 17, how do you go about strategizing their races accordingly?
They've kind of reached a point now where they're both at race fitness. It's just a matter of ticking them over and like I say, getting the fine margins out of them. With regards to how we're going to ride them, I think that's going to be very much in the jockey's hands. We need to have a deeper dive and look at the field and see what we think is going to go and where everything's going to be in the race. Oriental Charm is always a horse that loves to run handy, and he's done his best from there. It's going to be a bit trickier now with the amount of pace in the race, but JP knows him best, and I'm sure he'll put him into a good spot from draw 3. Zapatias and William Godway, they've got a great partnership together. They know each other very well. He doesn't have the best barrier draw, but Louis knows him very well. We do have cheek pieces on him on the day, which might just sharpen him up a touch out of the gates, but I'm sure he'll get him into a good position from that bad draw.
What made you want to pursue a career as a jockey, and where did it all begin for you?
Yeah, my father was a groom, so I was actually born in racing up in Joburg. Obviously, I took a different route, it's different times now, and I was fortunate enough to go to school and, learn a lot, and obviously growing up with horses and a different career, and I picked that one.
Can you describe the most critical process of your pre-preparation for a horse?
With the horses, obviously, as a jockey, you have to listen to your trainer. They give you instructions on how to prep the horse. Preparation is the main key to the race. If you don't prep well, you're never going to run well. You're not going to be fit enough, so that is critical for the horse. It's really complicated for the trainers, not mostly for the jockeys. Our critical part is actually at the races.
In your experience, what factors determine the outcome of a race like a MET, and how do you strategize accordingly?
There are a lot of factors that come into that, strategizing and before the race and the week before the race or 2 weeks before the race. Sometimes you have to drop some weight, and if you have to take off too much weight, it becomes a bit of a problem because then you become weak, which is something that you don't really want to be. No trainer wants a weak jockey, no owner wants a weak jockey. You don't want to be weak either. Not only physically you'll be weak, mentally you're not going to be sharp, which you need to be sharp. You need to make quick decisions. You've got a couple of seconds to make up decisions in the race itself. And then obviously you look at the race card comes out, you know the horses that are running, your horse that you're riding. You got to look, how he likes to race or how she likes to race, and then you just plan accordingly and hopefully it works out. Doesn't always work out, which is, it becomes a bit of a problem for everybody now. You must come back and explain why it didn't work out. But if you win the race, you're a hero. But if you do not win the race, then it becomes a big problem. But we ride horses, they're not machines. They've got a mind of their own, and we try our best to control them.
This year's theme for the MET is Couture Unleashed, and after 163 years of the MET, it still promises to be an extravaganza. Don't miss this opportunity to experience top-tier racing, avant-garde fashion, and world-class entertainment right here in the heart of Cape Town.
Oh man, Carishma got all of the info we needed. Now we know what it takes to make a champion-winning horse, okay? And tomorrow we're going to be seeing which one comes out on top at the World Sports Betting Cape Town MET, and I cannot wait. I hope you're excited as well, no matter where you're going to be, because remember, even if you're outside of Cape Town, it's still going to be on the television.